And thank you so much for joining me for another opportunity to talk about your legacy. Now, whether that's a legacy represented by a business that you absolutely love, or that legacy is a life that you are so excited to create and to lead. Either way, this is about creating something that's super important to you, doing it your way, creating something that's your style. So today I wanted to talk about, hey Deb, thanks for joining. I wanted to talk about mindset. And no matter what angle you think of when I talk about legacy, your mindset is attached to it, just like mine is, and every single thing that I enter into. Um, the other day, my husband convinced me to do something outside of my comfort zone. And it was all about the mindset that I had about it, whether or not I would see it as a success or a failure, or whether or not it would be an experience I enjoyed or not. But that was all about me. It had nothing to do with what the experience actually was, who was involved, what time of day, was it hot, was it cold? None of those things. You see, what happens is our mindset, something we often neglect to acknowledge as having a part of our day-to-day life, actually creates our entire experience. So there's so many things that happen day in, day out that are actually arbitrary. Whether I got a parking ticket the other day, you could say, well, yeah, like that makes a bad day, or wow, that probably ruined your lunch appointment you were at, or whatever. I mean, you could easily, conclude that. But I can reframe it. I can shift the way that I perceive that experience, or that the ticket itself, which is technically arbitrary, I can attach a new significance to it. Why wasn't I being mindful that I needed to pay for parking? Why was I rushing around and didn't allow time to pay my parking meter before I went into the lunch meeting? All of those things can actually inform us, make us more aware of ourselves, what we're doing, how we're living, how we're showing up in our life, and really what we're creating for ourselves. And this then dictates our experience. So why am I sharing this with you today at all? One, I had, like I said, this morning I had this experience where I was outside of my comfort zone, and it really changed the experience I had. So I was excited to share that, yes, like I even need these reminders all the time to shift my mindset about how I see something. But this is also a big piece that we'll be covering in my upcoming program, Business on Purpose. Now, why would we be covering mindset in a business group? And oh my God, we're going to do mindset in a group setting. That's terrifying. Yes, both of those things are true. But it doesn't have to be terrifying. See, that's the mindset part of it. It doesn't have to be. We cover this because literally we are limited by our own perspective. We're limited by the things we think we're able to achieve. We're limited by our own beliefs about ourselves and our capabilities, or our business, or our customers, or our pricing, all of those things. We limit ourselves everywhere. And even if you're someone with this amazing mindset and you see, far beyond, you feel things are opportunities, you don't necessarily think in the terms of limits, there are other mindset shifts that stop us, that we might not even be aware of. So really, really diving in and seeing where we set up our own belief systems that are actually working against us in our business, this is how we can transition to the next level of operating in our business, in our lives, at home, with our families. This can really serve you in so many ways. So I want to challenge you to think about an area in your life just today, just to give you a mindset example, where you have potentially limited your own capacity, your own ability to achieve something bigger. I'm not a believer that everything has to be big and bold and great all the time. But in some way, have the beliefs that you have about yourself or your capabilities or the way that you see something to be true, How have you limited yourself? So I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comment section of this video. I would love to continue this conversation. If you have questions about how exploring your mindset might serve you in that program Business on Purpose or personally one-on-one, I'm happy to explore that with you as well. Please spend the rest of your day being a bit more conscious about what your mindset is in whatever you encounter, and see if you can shift it a little bit. See if you can create something that serves you a little bit more. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.